at the Oklahoma City Thunder taking the title. So is this just a shock win or are we witnessing the rise of the OKC dynasty?
Tough question because
Yeah.
OKC became champions for the first time after a season in which, if we're to be honest and sincere with ourselves, you always feel that OKC's championship was a question of when, not if. They've been one of the best teams in the NBA for the last few seasons. They've produced the MVP in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Canadian. They've got a very all-rounded team, all-rounded in terms of length. They've got size. They've got a very strong backcourt, and they've been looking the part for quite some time. If you look at their front court, and then you look at their backcourt, and you look at the guys who've been doing the intangibles, and then you look at the age of the team.
Yes.
You know, the MVP. Because actually, Gilgeous Alexander, he did something no one has ever done before. He's the first player in NBA history to win the NBA scoring title, to win the regular season MVP, to win the Finals MVP,
Okay.
and then to win the Western Conference Finals MVP. Because when Jordan played and Hakeem Olajuwon and the guys before, we never had MVPs for the conferences, the East and the West. So what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander did, the guy they call SGA, he did things which have been done by Jordan, by Shaquille O'Neal, by Wilt, but none of them had won the Western Conference Final because it wasn't there then. It was introduced, I think, 2 or 3 seasons ago. But he's had that kind of season. You know, he's got a terrific mid-range shot. He's got he's a decent three-point shooter. He passes the ball. He makes the guys around him better. And then he's got size in Chet, Holmgren, and Hartenstein. And of course, all the other pieces around that team were excellent. Wallace, and I think I look at OKC and I think this team, they can, I'll not say dominate, because obviously there are going to be some trades which are going to happen between now and November. I know that Lakers will always be Lakers. They have new ownership. They've got arguably the next face of the NBA once LeBron is gone in Luka Doncic. They still have LeBron James, who is still competing at the peak of his powers despite being more than 40 years, which is, the guy is a freak of nature. We have to wait and see how the Celtics are going to go about the preseason. I was very shocked that they let Drew Holiday go, but the Celtics are still a very, very strong unit. I think the Cavs, who are beaten by the Pacers, are also very good. I expect them to get better next season. The Rockets have just acquired Kevin Durant. So when you have a team which has got Şengün, and then you have KD, they already have Van Vliet. That's a team which, because the Rockets had very great defense, they had size, they just lacked an elite goal scorer. And KD is among the top 2 greatest scorers of all time. So
where does all this leave Steph?
Now the thing about the Warriors is the Warriors they are still small, and Steph is growing older. I don't know if Steph is going to have the staying powers of LeBron. Obviously, he's still an elite. Is an elite guard. He's still shooting very well. His movement is incredible. He's one of the fittest athletes in the world. I compare his fitness to Novak Djokovic and Cristiano Ronaldo. My fears with the OKC, they've got to do something about their size. They're still small, and even though they won game 1 when Steph played against the Timberwolves, I always thought that the Timberwolves were going to beat them over 6 or 7 games because of the size the Timberwolves have in Naz Reid and Rudy Gobert. So the Warriors they'll just probably make the 8th seed or the play-in, but I'm not entirely sure that they've got what it takes to win the season. Yes, I know they acquired Jimmy Butler. They still have Draymond Green. They're not exactly a young team, but they lack size. And size is very important in the NBA, as we saw with the OKC winning it. So I think OKC are going to be there and abouts. But next season will determine whether we are going to see the OKC dynasty or it was just a flash in the pan. Because Denver are still there. Denver actually the one team which ran OKC very, very close. Denver took them to 7 games. And Denver have, for me, the guy I consider the best player in the NBA in Nikola Jokic. So for as long as Jokic is there, and you have Jamal Murray and a fit Aaron Gordon, then Denver will be one of the teams to actually rival OKC for the NBA championship.
Wow, there is so much to look forward to. Thank you so much on that, guys. For the NBA lovers, that was Major 8 for today.